Alright, so we've got Alex here. She is a couple days out after having a left-sided CVA. So she's got some right-sided weakness on her upper extremity. So what we're first going to do is work on just a tiny bit of strength. We're going to do what we call a PNF pattern. So we're going to use your arm here. I'm going to help put you in the positions, and we're just going to do that a few times. Just going to bring your arm up, kind of bend the wrist, yep, just like that, and then you're going to straighten everything, turn your wrist. You're going to bring this wrist back like that, good, and then turn back around, good, and we would do that a few times, make you feel comfortable. We're doing just passive for now, since we don't have a lot of strength in here yet. So for our next exercise, we're going to do range of motion. So we're going to have you lay on your left side. So we're going to pretend there's railings over there. We're going to help you, yep, rotate over, good. So we're going to just do passive shoulder flexion. So we're going to take your arm here, and we're just going to go up. If I don't want to go into a stretch, so let me know if you start to feel a stretch at all.
Right there.
Okay, and then we're going to come back down. Good. Does this feel okay?
Yep.
Good. We do about 3 sets of 10 of these or so. Perfect. Okay, so now for the next one, we are going to have you sit up. So we're going to do, you can use your elbow on your left side to help push up. Good. And I would ideally be on the other side, the table that would be higher up on the floor.
We're doing the best we can.
Okay, so what we're going to do is another strengthening exercise. So I'm going to have you straighten out your arm. I'm going to lift it up just a little bit, and then I'm going to let go. I'm going to want you to kind of hold it in that position for as much as you can. Ready? Good. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to move up just a little bit so you can relax while I'm moving you up. Okay, and hold. Good. A little bit more. Good. And then we'll just go back down. And we'll do that maybe about 10 or so times. The next we're going to do is work on your balance. Since you've been laying in bed, we're kind of a little weak in this sitting phase. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to lift your hands up off the table. Good. And then you're going to lean forward for me just a little bit. Good. And then lean towards this side. Good. And then to your left. Good. And then have you lean back just a little bit. Good. And forward again. I would have a gait belt on her if I was here by myself, or I could have someone else here with me. Good. Okay.
Good.
Okay, so now we're a few weeks out, so in the subacute phase. So what we're going to do for your range of motion, this is called active assisted. So your muscles are going to do most of the work themselves, and when they can't go any farther, you're going to lean forward a little bit to give a little extra there. So you're going to roll the ball up this incline, and then once you can't push anymore with your arm, you're going to lean forward with your body. Push just a little bit more, okay? Try. Like if you need, you can start with your hand a little lower on the ball, so you can get a little more motion there. Good. Perfect. Okay. So we do maybe about 3 minutes of this. Perfect. Okay. And I'm actually we're gonna move the chair out here so we can do some other stuff. And I would guard my patient with a gait belt on. Okay, I'm gonna have you sit here. So we're gonna work on some balance a little bit now. So you're gonna be sitting, but I'm going to have my hand out, and I want you to first touch it with your right arm, and then we're gonna switch hands. Good. You do a couple minutes of this. Good, just reaching out of that base of support to make it a little bit harder. Okay, so now for our next exercise, we're going to work on your standing balance since that's still a little weak. So we're going to stand up. I'm going to guard her on her gait belt. And we're just going to stand there. You're going to bring your feet just a little bit closer together. Good. A little wobbly, that's what we're working on it. Perfect. Okay. Our last exercise is just a little bit of strengthening. So what we're going to do is get on our hands and our knees. Okay, so right now you're going to have most of your weight into your left arm. And then you're going to kind of shift your weight over onto your right. Good. And then go back off. Perfect. the right, and then you can lean forward just a little bit, give a little different pressure. Good. And we do this for a couple minutes as well.
Good.
Okay, so we're a couple months out now. So with our strengthening, that pattern that we did when you bend your arm up like this and straightened it out, we're gonna do that again, but I'm gonna add a little bit of resistance to it. So we're just gonna do the motion just a couple times, just to remember. Good, and extend that wrist back. Good, and perfect. Okay, so now when we come back here, I'm gonna give you just a little bit of this push to stretch, and then you're going to push out against me, and I'm gonna give you some resistance, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Go. Good. Pull, 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 pull. Good. Push, 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 push. Pull, 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 pull. Good. Okay. And we'll do that a few times. For our next one, we're gonna have you stand up. Okay. So we're gonna work some strength as well. So we've got a 2-pound weight here. Okay, you're gonna keep your arms straight, thumb towards the ceiling, and you're gonna come up to about shoulder height. Good. We ideally would do about 3 sets of 10. And then you're gonna come out on an angle. This is what we call scaption. So just a little bit more, there we go, in front. Good, about 3 sets of 10 or so. And then we're gonna come straight out to the side, what we call abduction. Good. Does those feel okay?
Yep.
So we would ideally do 3 sets of 10, but if the weight's too much, we can lower the weight or just do less reps. Okay. We're gonna do a range of motion activity, so we're actually gonna come to the wall. We're gonna do some block reaching. Stand up on the wall, we're gonna go against gravity, just make it a little hard. You're gonna reach up, good, and then you're gonna come and reach out to where the 1 would be, to the 2, good, 3, you can even reach down, you can come and reach out to the side, at 11 o'clock, good, and we would do that about 10 or so times around. Our last thing we're gonna work is our balance. So we're gonna work our dynamic balance, which means working on it while you're moving. So we'll just use right here. I'll get these out of the way. So I will guard you with your gait belt. So I'll show you first. We're gonna kind of walk. So when you pick up your leg, you're gonna hold it for just a couple seconds and then put it back down. Pick up your leg, hold it for a couple seconds, put it back down. Okay? Good. Perfect. And we would do it about 10 or so feet, 3 times down and back.